I don't even know how to begin this video. I've literally sat here for the past 10 minutes wondering, how do you even open something this abhorrent, right? We're going to dive into it. Obviously, we are all very well aware of the A1 Solutions situation against J-Cars, Andrew Stonerock, and now also against some other people who have also dipped their toes in the water. And if you haven't heard about this situation, go back over onto my YouTube channel or J-Cart's videos or Andrew Stonerock's. It gives you a really good kind of breakdown of everything that's gone on thus far. But it's got to a point now where I was going to leave this be because I felt like I wasn't really contributing anything to the situation at all. I was just kind of covering it, showing my support for J-Carts and for Andrew Stonerock and the situation that they've got going on behind the scenes, you know, publicly. And also just kind of like pushing people in that direction to kind of be like, look, this is what the situation is. Go and give these guys some support because they're going through the ringer right now. And that's where I was going to leave it. And I was just kind of like wash my hands of it because I was like just kind of getting a bit fed up of A1 kind of just, you know, slagging us off in videos and all the rest of it. But I was tagged in something on Twitter literally today, which I've seen, and then I've seen that J-Carts has literally just uploaded a video about it as well, so we're going to check that out. I haven't seen it yet, so we'll check that out together. And it's pretty damning, man. It's pretty damning. So it all came from a guy called Lord Beagle. Now, Lord Beagle's new to the scene and new to the situation, but he uploaded a video to his YouTube channel a few days ago, right, titled A1, Poor A1, What a Tragedy. It was a rant video. I watched it. It was very interesting. It was just his take on the situation. And he also kind of got himself a little bit involved with A1 after a bit of a Twitter spat back and forth. Then he uploaded a thank you everyone video because a lot of people showed him support because Andrew Stonerock and J-Cart shouted him out on the community tab, said that, you know, you've made some really fair points and stuff, sent people in his direction. And then he uploaded A1 It's Time to Stop rant video. And this again was another video where he basically talks about the A1 Solutions situation that we've currently got going on. Now, off the back of those videos, he got well, one hell of a comment on his videos, basically in reply, and it was from the account Anthony Tapia 077. Now, apparently this is not A1 Solutions, okay? Apparently. Now, I don't know who this is. I know that J-Cart has a good idea because of like private investigators, what's going on. Obviously, I'm not involved in that, so I don't know the situation there. It's none of my business either. But they responded within Lord Beagle's video stating, Jordan needs to keep this girl on a leash. Jordan, of course, being J-Car's art. She should really have stayed quiet. What makes you guys think that if and when this is done and over with, that I still won't have her killed? It's not like he can protect her since they don't live near each other. Ha ha. So obviously, this is very serious. Now, I've seen some messages. I've seen some you know, tweets and messages behind the scenes that have been sent to me by some people, right? And it's damning, right? It's seriously damning. Death threats behind the scenes. It's horrific. And now this is a public comment that has been made, basically stating that even if this person, you know, if this situation gets quashed, this person's not going to be safe. Now, of course, this person was you know, the woman that was involved with regards to A1 and Jordan and all the rest of it. And it's just absolutely disgusting, the fact that this person has now made public threats, all spawning, and this is the kicker for me, all spawning from an Instagram unfollow. This goes beyond the paranormal. This was like one of those things where it was like, oh, this is ridiculous, man. Like, what even is this? Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this is like just absolutely wild. But now, this is serious. And this is why I felt like I wanted to pipe up again, show more support for these people, show more support for Lord Beagle, because of course, you know, he's now involved in this, whether he likes it or not, unfortunately. I haven't seen Jordan's video. He's just literally uploaded about an hour ago a 5-minute video saying, I won't be nice about this, a public death threat, small rant. Let's take a little listen to what Jordan's got to say, because I'm sure he can probably better explain it than I, because of course, he's better entwined in the situation than I.
Welcome back to the channel, your local bedhead here. Anthony, A1 Solutions. Moving up in the world of psychos, aren't we? So no longer are you sending death threats privately you wanted to go public with a death threat. And I'm going to bring it up for you guys and read it out to you in case he decides he wants to remove this here comment here in a few. Okay, first thing I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Anthony, and the other person running these YouTube accounts, and we already know who you are. We already know. It's no longer a secret. We know.
I mean, you can tell by the frustration in his voice there that he's clearly livid, right? Rightfully so. And I watch a lot of Jake Hart's videos and stuff like this, and he's always quite chipper, always upbeat. Even when the chips are down, he's still quite an upbeat guy. You know, he doesn't really let this kind of stuff get to him. This is clearly bothering him. Rightfully so. You can tell by the tone of the video. You can tell by the fact that he's just gone straight into it, straight for the jugular, that he's clearly livid. Rightfully so.
Thanks to Brooklyn's awesome team of a private investigator, we know that.
So Brooklyn is the girl in reference within the comment that we've just read out.
The other person now behind these accounts. I will do you an honest-to-God favor and not say your name, even knowing we have had interactions before in the past. You know exactly who you are. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a comment really quick. Left on Lord Beagle's great YouTube channel. Go support him. He's awesome. Lord Beagle's most recent post about A1 Solutions. So let's go ahead and take a look at this comment together, everybody. I'm going to keep my cool for the most part, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to make any promises. I am deeply annoyed. This is the comment left on Lord Beagle, and he also left the same comment over on Andrew Stone Rock's community post. So you can see it publicly. Anthony Tapia 077. This is what they said.
Now, if you don't know, I think Anthony Tapia 077, 777, 77777, 7777, like these are all like burner accounts that have come through on Instagram, Facebook and stuff like this that Jordan and Andrew have both really pushed for people to block, because I believed it was A1 Solutions burner accounts, but apparently that might not necessarily be the case according to Jordan. I mean, some of them might be. With this twisted web of absolute insanity, who even knows anymore who's involved? This is wild.
Jordan needs to keep his girl on a leash. She should have stayed quiet. What makes you guys think that if when this is done and over with, that I still won't have her killed? Public threat right out there. And we already know who's behind this account, by the way. And guess what? It's not A1. I'll just say that. It's not him. But we do know who it is. Might both have access to it, but I'll tell you right now, one of the times that was actually found out, it was not him. They know who they are. They know who they are. You're in deep shit. This right here is, you really should have backed off. You probably should have even decided to bail when you had the chance. But you decided not to do that. So that's on you. That is on you. It's not like he can protect her since they don't live near each other. Ha ha. Okay. So, public death threat, and saying that I cannot protect Brooklyn if he decides to have something done with her. Newsflash, idiots. We know who you are. Do you think we'd be coming out here publicly and saying we know it's you for a fact unless we really did? And also newsflash that nobody in their right mind would ever impersonate a nobody like A1 Solutions. Nobody. So the fact that you're out here claiming that people have made fake accounts and is pretending to be you, you're not Sam and Colby, you're not anybody from Overnight, you're not Mr. Beast, you're not any content creator of any caliber. You are literally somebody most people have not heard of, and if they have heard of you, it was because either me or another channel have shouted you out because of your unhinged videos. You making all these accounts and then really riding on the idea that people make fake accounts is not fooling anybody. We already know for a fact it's you. And actually, right here, somebody gives a little hint on that person. So take it for what you will at this point. You're both in deep shit. You both have pushed it beyond far. You pushed it far enough. Very stupid, you two. Very fucking stupid. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. This is what Lord Beagle says. By the way, Lord Beagle's a great account. He's covered this very well. He tried to be unbiased as all hell. Obviously, he's starting to see this. Yeah, he's starting to see the dark side of it. So, this is what he said.
Yeah, and that's something that I've noticed as well, is Lord Beagle was very, impartial to the situation, just being like similar to what I do, but I feel like I'm too roped into it now to be impartial, right? But, I started out trying to be like, well, this is what this person said, this is what this person said, what do you think? I even reached out to A1 Solutions before I realised how tapped the situation had become to try and be like, look, tell me your side of things, like without the hate, the negativity, the effing and jeffing, you know, let's have a clean, like, open floor where I ask you questions and you respond to said questions. He ignored it. He even admitted that he'd seen the message in a video and was like, oh yeah, I saw the message, but why would I want to speak to him? I was just like, all right, well, if that's your stance, then absolutely fine. Like, I didn't take it personally. I don't actually care. But then for him to, like, flip it around and be like, oh, he's just stating this and this and this because he just sides with Jordan and he likes Jordan and he doesn't like me. Not at all. That wasn't the case until you started, like, making false accusations against me, against Jordan, against Andrew, against everyone. And at which point I was just like, right, that's how you want to play it. That's how we'll play it. And now we've got to this point.
Well, Anthony, here's a fun fact. This is called potential future harm. Also, portraying another person is also a crime, even when it is in a digital sense. Your comment has been screen shared by many people and will be reported to both YouTube and the authorities. I will say this just once, Anthony. Your best bet to avoid more crimes and charges is to shut up. That would be the good thing to do, but unfortunately they believe this investigation is fake. Hopefully they won't after the information was just dropped, right? So hopefully they start realizing that, oh, fuck, this might not be a bluff. Because it ain't a bluff. Do you think we're that fucking stupid? You think we'd come out here and start saying all this shit if we didn't know it was you? No, of course not. Use your brain, dipshit. 2 and 2 together, please. For once in your life, put 2 and 2 together. I know the truth about this account. I know who you are, JD. Others do as well. Best remember that everything online has a footprint, and I found yours. And this is when I said, yeah, I'm filming a video on this right now. Fucking disgusting behavior. Public death threat. We've been getting emails like that for literally months. About 4 months now. 3 to 4 months now. Emails like that. Worse ones than that, actually. I literally got an email, and I'm not afraid to admit this now. I got an email, literally, by one of these two. I'm assuming I already know who it is. I don't think it's the person behind this YouTube account, but I already know who it is. That said, do you know how easy it is to choke someone out? To strangle somebody, basically. Yeah, that was an email I got sent to me about Brooklyn. Absolute psycho. Piece of shit human being. You've been caught. Stop adding on to it. Accept your fate. You're gonna go to fucking prison. And you're probably gonna get sued. I could go down the fucking list of everything that you have on you right now. But that will be for later. When you're arrested. After you're arrested, right? You've completely, publicly made yourself look like a psychopath. You already have before, but now you're really, really pushing it. A public death threat. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. All right, everybody, I'm going to check.
So, obviously, that's how the video bows out, okay? You can see the frustration, you can hear the anger in the voice, and rightfully so. The situation has gone beyond just a petty feud over an unfollow, and it's got to the point now where literal lives are being threatened. And I also feel like, you know, the videos that are put out there, either by myself or by anyone, serve, I would like to think, to a degree, as a little bit of protection, right? Because, and you're probably wondering, like, how could you possibly, like, how is that a possibility, right? But in my opinion, the more people that are aware of this, the more eyeballs on this situation, the less room for maneuver there are for these threats to become a reality. You see it all the time in, like, you know, true crime stuff. Like, the more notoriety that something and more eyeballs something has on it, the less likely people are to actually action those things, because there's a lot more attention to it, which means that if anything was to happen, boom, people are straight on it. Someone knows about it. Someone sends it to someone. Someone's doing it, like creating something about it. Boom. Instantly, you've got, you know, potential safety barriers in place, like whether it be the police or whatever, right? So I think, you know, for the sake of looking out for people as well, I just want people to be aware of the situation at hand, how serious it has actually become, how far things are going. I mean, there's already one dislike on Jordan's video, and we could probably put money on who that person would be that's instantly disliking this video the second that it goes out. That's mere speculation, of course. Let me know what you guys think about this situation down in the comments below. Of course, look out for yourselves. Keep an eye out over on Jordan's channel for like the updates. Lord Beagle as well. Go and check his YouTube channel out, because obviously, you know, he's got his hands in on this as well. Yeah, it's become very messy. I'll speak to you guys later. Look after yourselves. Peace.